Now on 13 News, 9 people hurt after a mass shooting in Bloomington. What we're learning after shots fired as thousands were out celebrating for the Little 500 this weekend.
And we've seen plenty of sunshine today. It looks like conditions are going to be quite nice until the storms arrive on Monday. I'll have the timing and what we can expect.
Plus, we're just over a week away from primary election day. What you need to know ahead of May 5th. We start tonight with a terrifying scene overnight in Bloomington. Police say multiple people were hit by gunfire and more were hurt as a crowd on Kirkwood ran for cover. All of it happening during Little 500 weekend. Tonight, we are following new developments on the mass shooting near the IU campus. Our Ashton Hackman talked with police about what sparked the violence.
Bloomington police tell us a fight between two females here outside the Five Guys on Kirkwood Avenue escalated to gunfire. In all, 5 people were hit by bullets and several others injured in the chaos that followed.
Officers were already on crowd control when the shots went off.
Attention all units, BPD is working 3 confirmed gunshot victims on Kirkwood.
During the fight, police say surveillance and cell phone video show at least 2 men pull out handguns before firing off shots. One of the bullets hit a 20-year-old woman in the torso. She's in the hospital, said to be stable. Police say bullet fragments hit 4 other females.
They start fighting, it's just big commotion, it's a group of people, and then shots went off.
Bloomington and IU officials confirmed none of the victims were IU students. Police don't know what started the fight and had no descriptions of the 2 male suspects.
We're not sure what the shooters were aiming at, but the people who were injured, we do not believe were involved in the initial altercation.
When violence happens in our community, our entire community is impacted. Whether you're a resident, a visitor, an alum, or a first responder.
City leaders say guns can put innocent bystanders in the crossfire.
Guns aren't welcome. Violence isn't welcome. But coming and having a good time is.
As police track down the suspected shooters, city leaders are already assessing safety plans for next year's Little 500 weekend.
We'll be reviewing everything that happened. Anything that we possibly can do to improve safety, we will be doing it.
Bloomington police are still investigating what exactly happened. They're asking anyone who has any video or saw what happened to give them a call. In Bloomington, Ashton Hackman, 13 News.
IU also released a statement on last night's shooting, saying in part, last night marred what should have been a celebratory weekend for the IU and Bloomington communities. While no IU students are believed to be involved, we condemn the violence in the strongest terms. New tonight, a deadly crash in Indianapolis this afternoon, killing a child. It happened near Riverside Regional Park and the Marian University campus near 30th and Cold Spring Road. If you look at this video here, you can see just how badly the cars were damaged in the crash. Now, police have not shared the age of the child who died. 2 adults hurt in the crash are stable at the hospital. We'll share any information about how this crash happened once we learn more. And we have an update now on a crash last night on I-69 south of Martinsville. State police now confirming 1 person died and 3 others are hurt. A pickup truck crashed into a sedan that was parked toward the side of the highway. Police say 4 people were out of the car and another inside when the crash happened. All lanes of I-69 were shut down so Lifeline helicopters could land there. 3 people were flown to hospitals. An ambulance took the 26-year-old woman driving the truck to the hospital. 20-year-old Darius Williams from Indianapolis died in the crash. It is 5:38, and what a stunner of a Sunday. Hope you got outside to enjoy it. You can see some high clouds there, but still the sun is warm and it's nice. And
it's beautiful. It feels like spring.
It really does. And when you take the weekend as a whole, this is exactly what you want.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you could not ask for a better weekend. Now, it's going to get a little bit warmer tomorrow.
Okay.
Before we see a chance for storms. So
we need a little rain,
We do need a little bit of rain. We want to make sure we're continuing to hold off the drought, but we don't need the storms that go along with it. So the good news is here, we're looking at live conditions over Carmel. Great right now. Looking beautiful, 69 degrees. Areas to the south are a little bit warmer. You were able to see a bit more sunshine here. I think we've got at least 24 hours before the next chance for rain and storms arrives. So in the short term, Things are looking pretty good. We do turn our attention to the west, though. Some strong storms developing, even some tornado warnings popping off at this hour far to our west. But at some point, that system will get a little bit closer. Doesn't happen in the short term, so the next few hours, very nice conditions for your evening. Temperatures coming out of those low 70s or upper 60s, moving back into the mid to maybe low 60s by the time we get into midnight, and then overnight staying relatively mild into the mid 50s for our overnight lows. Now that's going to be a warm start, which means that tomorrow with some sunshine early, we'll warm up very quickly. Monday's temperatures will likely be into the low 80s, upper 70s, depending on where you are, and the rain chance won't arrive until after the sun goes down. We'll talk a little bit more about that rain chance coming up in just a few.
All right, we'll see you then, Rob. Thank you. Primary elections are a little over a week away now, and the race is heating up for Indiana's congressional districts. 4th District candidates were on the campaign trail today, meeting prospective voters in Whitestown. They participated in a forum this afternoon. 4 Democratic candidates made the case why they should represent the 4th Congressional District, and they took questions from the crowd as well. A couple from Zionsville told us why they wanted to be at today's forum.
It's important to get out and meet them in person and hear each one of their platforms. We know that this is a very consequential election, and we want to make sure that the best candidate is represented in the primary.
In fact, she says this forum helped her decide who she'll vote for. Our Brandon Schaff will dig into the issues important to these voters in the 4th District tonight at 11 o'clock. Well, don't forget, early voting locations are open right now. 8 more satellite locations also just opened up in Marion County this weekend. We have the list of polling places and their hours right now on WTHR.com. Still to come tonight, the question isn't why the chicken crossed the road, but just how many. Check this out, how this deputy managed to wrangle an entire barnyard back into their pen.